Is there one on the album that was almost too personal that you almost didn't put on?
Yeah, there's a song called Never Been Over that I wrote with John Osborne and Lee Miller. And that was, that's a pretty personal song. I almost didn't put that on.
So when you put out a song like that, do you send it to your ex first?
No, you just put it out. you just put it out.
Okay.
and wait for the phone call.
Okay. Your new album, Carolyn's Boy, obviously was named after your late mother. Do you miss her different in 2023 than you did, say, a year after she died in 1993?
Yeah. I still miss her a lot. I still think about her all the time. Okay. And I miss her a lot, but definitely a lot. Like back in the 90s, missing her was pain and you know, I can't believe my mom's gone. You know, now it's more, I'm missing her and I'm hoping that I become the man she wanted me to be. You know, it's just a little different, a little more mature now, I think.
What are your mannerisms that you've taken from her, do you think?
When people say I'm a nice guy, that comes straight from my mom. She told me so many times it's so much easier to be nice than to be an a-hole. She said that to me a million times, and I live by that. And the charitable work, straight from my mom. Those are things she taught me as a kid, and I still try to do today.
And did you have a good childhood?
I did. I mean, we grew up, you know, we didn't have much, you know, and we were poor, and there were times when we didn't eat. But it's like I never even thought about that until I grew up. Like I do my childhood again right now, but it was beautiful. I loved it. We had a nice village. You know, we had a neighborhood that was a village. Everybody was your parent. You know, if I went around to Miss Simmons' house and I acted a fool and she whooped my butt. You know, nowadays you go home and your mom wants to go down and fight. No, not back then. If she whooped my butt when I got home, I got my butt whooped again because she had to whoop my butt. You know, so it was a great childhood. I loved it.
Let's go back to like the 90s. Do any of your rock contemporaries call you up after seeing the success you had crossing over the country and say like, hey, is there any room for me?
I've had some people, I'm not going to say any names, but I've had some people ask me about it. And, you know, I've actually told them, you know, if it's not real, don't do it because it's not going to work. And I remember I saw an interview with Steven Tyler, who's a friend, and when he came over to Nashville for a minute and they asked him why, he said, well, I saw Darius' success. I thought, you know, I could do it. But, you know, I'm a Southern boy who loves country music since from the time I was a kid. You know, this wasn't a joke to me. It wasn't me trying. I just wanted to make country music. And so it worked for me. But I tell anybody to ask me that it's probably not going to work. They don't play over here.
Right. If you have to ask. Yeah. I thought maybe John Popper could have made it just with his sound.
Yeah, I love Popper. Yeah, with his sound and the harmonic, I think he could have had a shot. Yeah, I love that guy.
Who were some 90s bands that you had fun, like too much fun with?
Ooh, Toad the Wet Sprocket. We had way too much fun. I could tell some stories about that. Toad the Wet Sprocket we had a lot of fun with. Bare Naked Ladies, we had a lot of fun with. We have a lot of fun with like Sister Hazel.
Oh wow, yeah. I loved all those songs. Yeah,
but back in the day, it was Edwin McCain, who is my brother. We've had way too much fun. So much fun he had to stop having fun. But but you know, back in the day, it was crazy. We had a great time.
I got beef with Edwin McCain because I tried to I tried to hire him to sing at my wedding. So I looked into it, but that was as far as I got. 'Cause they were like $40,000 just for us to even look at it, and I was like, "What?" And this was not too long ago.
Yeah, it's hard to get people to pay. What you know, what my wedding price is.
I don't know what is it.
$1 million, but I'll be the best wedding band you ever had. I will kill it. You can even name 5 songs we'll learn, but it's me.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Do people take you up on that?
Twice.
Okay. And what did you do?
We played our butts off. We were great. I sang the wedding song, and then we go play the show. What's
the protocol, though, with that? Are you like, they can put pictures, videos out? You don't care?
You write that. You can do whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do.
Did you have fun?
Yes, it was fun. Because, I sang at the wedding, and then they had a little party before we played. So by the time we got on stage, everybody was drunk. It was awesome.
What do you miss most about the 90s?
Oh, the thing I miss the most about the 90s is I miss when Hootie and the Blowfish, when we were playing clubs, and it was the 4 of us against the world. And you go, and the first time you play that club is 10 people. Then the 5th time you play that club, you're selling out. Those were the days. I miss that so much. It was so much fun.
And now people go to clubs and like karaoke your stuff.
I know. I love
I think I can do Darius Rucker better than Darius Rucker can do.
I want to hear that.
Okay. She sits alone by lamppost, trying to find a thought that's escaped her mind.
So you really think that's better than me?
Yeah.
I must suck.
Can we try it? Let's do it at the same time.
All right. She sits alone by lamppost, trying to find a thought that's escaped her mind. Yo,
she says, Dad's the one I love the most.
You're awful.
But time's no fun.
I mean, you're making me sound bad. You're so bad.
I was like, I hear you. How are your kids doing?
Awesome.
Yeah.
You know, the last one just got out of the house. He's living in New York at NYU, and so they're awesome. You know, my two youngest all of a sudden want to be musicians, which I'm so against that.
Why?
Because it's such a hard business. It's such a hard business, and even if you have a little success, you're chasing that forever. You know, so I wanted them to be doctors and lawyers and such, but you know, we'll see.
Did you do the dad thing of like moving them into college?
Oh, yeah.
Like you hauled it kind of, or?
I didn't do the U-Haul. We sent that stuff because New York is different.
Yeah.
You know, and so we sent that stuff and the movers moved it in. But, that day I was there with them.
But you were in the trenches?
Absolutely. Always in the trenches.
Now, do people stop you like when you're like, lifting up a bunk bed? Like, wait a minute.
It's happened. Yeah.
That's so good.
Are you Darius Rucker? Yeah. Can I carry this upstairs, please? I can't really shake your hand right
now. You sharpened your acting chops in the video for Fires Don't Start Themselves. Could this be something that you pick up more of?
I feel about the acting thing. If somebody calls me anytime somebody calls me and asks me to do something, I love doing it. Like being on Reba's show last year and stuff like that. I love it, but I'm not an actor, man, so I'll do it. But in that video, I was definitely trying to pull my inner Stabler out and really, act. And I was very proud. If I don't win an Emmy, I just don't know what. I mean, life is not fair if I don't win an Emmy.
Like, would you ever do like Yellowstone or something?
At a heartbeat.
Okay.
If Yellowstone called, I would pay my own plane flight and hotel room, and they don't have to pay me, and I would be on that show. I love that show so bad. I love that show.
You heard it here first.
I think I could steal Rip's wife. I think that'd be good. But
he's writing himself in.
I'm writing myself already. Taylor, hook me up, Mr. Sheridan. I mean, Mr. Sheridan. Hook me up.
Will you put money on teams you love, or do you gamble, or what?
I do gamble, but I never bet on the teams that I love. I don't bet on those games at all because I got enough already invested in those games. If we to lose the game and I was to lose money, I don't think I could handle it.
Okay,
yeah.
So you refuse, even if it's like a guaranteed bet.
Well, not bet a Gamecock or a Dolphin game at all.
What's not in terms of dollar amount, but in terms of you thought that they were going to win? What was the craziest one you thought you were going to win until the last minute? A bet.
Oh goodness, there's a lot of crazy ones. The other day, actually yesterday in the Rams game. The other day in the Rams game, the Rams are down 10. I got San Francisco -7, and they kick a field goal. The Rams kick a field goal with time expiring to cover. I'm like, what is that? What is that? I was so mad. I wanted to kill somebody.